Hello and welcome back to our photography channel. Flash forward, in today's video, we're going to discuss how to use natural light in your photography. Natural light is a beautiful and free source of light that can add depth and dimension to your photos. Using natural light can help you create stunning photos that stand out from the crowd. So let's get started. Tip number 1. Understand the direction of light. The direction of light is crucial in photography. Understanding the direction of light can help you create a mood and atmosphere in your photos. For example, shooting during the golden hour can give your photos a warm and romantic feel, while shooting during the blue hour can create a cool and serene mood. So experiment with different times of the day to capture the mood and atmosphere you want in your photos. Tip number 2. Avoid shooting in harsh sunlight. Shooting in harsh sunlight can create harsh shadows and highlights in your photos, making them look unappealing. If you're shooting outdoors, try to avoid shooting in the middle of the day when the sun is at its brightest. Instead, try to shoot during the early morning or late afternoon when the sun is lower in the sky, creating softer and more flattering light. Tip number 3. Use natural reflectors. Natural reflectors such as buildings, trees, and walls can help bounce light back onto your subject and create a more even and flattering light. Look for these natural reflectors when shooting outdoors and position your subject in a way that takes advantage of them. Tip number 4. Experiment with different angles. Changing the angle of your shot can make a big difference in the quality of your photos. For example, shooting upwards can create a more dramatic and imposing feel, while shooting downwards can create a more intimate and vulnerable mood. Experiment with different angles to find what works best for your subject and the mood you're trying to create. Tip number 5. Use window light for indoor photography. Window light is a great source of natural light for indoor photography. Position your subject near a window and experiment with different angles and times of the day to create different moods and atmospheres. You can also use curtains or blinds to control the amount of light and create different lighting effects. Tip number 6. Use a reflector to fill in shadows. Using a reflector can help fill in shadows and create a more even and flattering light on your subject. You can use a white or silver reflector to bounce light back onto your subject and create a more even light. You can also experiment with different colors of reflectors to create different moods and atmospheres. Tip number 7. Don't be afraid to experiment. Natural light is a versatile and beautiful source of light that can be used in many different ways. Don't be afraid to experiment and try new things to create unique and stunning photos. You never know what you might discover by experimenting with different times of the day, angles, and natural reflectors. So those are our tips for using natural light in your photography. Remember, natural light is a beautiful and versatile source of light that can add depth and dimension to your photos. Experiment with different times of the day, angles, natural reflectors, and using a reflector to create different moods and atmospheres in your photos. Don't be afraid to experiment and try new things to create unique and stunning photos. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more photography tips and tutorials. Happy shooting!